You have these big goals that you're working toward, and you wake up every single day just thinking about this dream life that you have and fantasizing about finally getting there. But in this entire process, you have lost that sense of fulfillment. If you want to feel that sense of fulfillment that you've been dreaming of, the fulfillment that you know you're going to feel as soon as you reach your goals, I'm going to explain to you exactly how you can do that. My name is Diana, and as someone who has recovered from complete burnout while chasing my goals, I've learned many important lessons along the way of rebuilding my life. And I am here to help you skip the same mistakes that I've made so that you can start rebuilding your life and enjoying life again quicker. You've probably tried many different things to feel that sense of fulfillment in your life. Maybe you worked harder. Maybe you put in more hours. Maybe you stopped going out with friends or hanging out with girls or stayed locked in, all so that you could feel good about what you were doing. Because to you, doing more gave you this idea that you would have more fulfillment. And so that you can wake up every day with a mission. And it hasn't worked, has it? You started to feel some sort of lack in your life, like something was missing. Yes, you are working on important tasks every day, but it's not how you had imagined it would be. You thought that having work to do every day would give you some sense of fulfillment and purpose. But instead, it really only made you feel like you weren't doing enough. That reaching your goals is so far away. That sense of fulfillment is so far away. And that there is such a big part of all of this that you're still missing in your life. And you know deep down that this just isn't sustainable for you. After all, you don't want to be miserable all the time, do you? But I have good news for you. You're not alone in this. That is completely normal, and I'm going to explain to you why you feel that lack of fulfillment in your life and how you can get it back. So let's start in the beginning. You were living a life where you were waking up every single day, doing the same things, and kind of just going with the flow. You'd go to work at the same job, you'd hang out with the same friends. You were doing literally the same things every single day. And after spending day after day, month after month, year after year, doing the same things over and over, not seeing any progress, and not having any sense of accomplishment, you decided you wanted more for yourself. You wanted to set an example for your family and friends. You wanted to be that person because you wanted to one day be able to take care of the people around you. You want to be able to relieve that stress and anxiety that the people around you may be facing and add some value to their life and take care of them. So you decided to make a plan to do that. You wrote down your goals and did some research around what those goals would entail, with the things that you had to start doing every day and the way you had to start showing up. And during all of this, you could recognize that once you actually achieved that goal, that you would have that sense of accomplishment and fulfillment in your life that you're looking for, and that you'd feel good about what you've done. So to you, that end goal meant happiness, fulfillment, joy, abundance, all of these positive feelings that we have tied to getting this particular outcome on the other side of reaching your goals. So you started grinding every day in hopes to get there. But as time went on, you started to realize that you were feeling worse and worse about what you were doing. You were waking up every day feeling like everything was a chore. You had lost that spark, that sense of enjoyment, that happiness, that playfulness. There was no fulfillment in your life anymore while chasing these goals. You would ask yourself things like, why is this taking so long? What am I doing wrong? Is this all really worth it in the end? Is it worth sacrificing my sleep, my time, my energy? And this is the part where most people mess up, including myself. As someone who felt the exact same way as you, I can relate. I was also so eager to reach my goals because I had this huge idea of what that would be like. But in the reality, I ended up just burning myself into the ground, not sleeping for the grind, and literally just letting my mental health deteriorate so badly that it was hard for me to even get out of bed in the morning because I was always just working and working and working toward that sense of fulfillment that was on the other side of all of this suffering that I had started feeling in the moment. The end goal contained that fulfillment that I was so badly seeking. But I had learned something so important, and it had hit me like a ton of bricks. During all of this chasing of that feeling of fulfillment that I wanted to eventually have in the future, I was sacrificing any and all sense of fulfillment that I was experiencing right now. And I was willing to give that up. What was the point of that? I wanted to live my life in a way that was fulfilling all the time, not just at the end of my journey, once I had done those big things and achieved those big goals. It reminds me of this story that I had recently heard. There's this man that goes out fishing every single day, and somebody around him tells him, you know what? You should start selling those fish at the market. And the guy asks, why would I do that? And the other guy says, because you could make money. So he starts selling these fish at the market, and he makes as much money as you could possibly think of, all to retire and go spend his days fishing every single day. That's just to put it into a little bit of perspective. So this is when it all clicked for me. I needed to learn how to add that fulfillment in my life right now, not sacrificing it to have it in the future. So I made a plan to create that sense of fulfillment in my life right now, and here's what that looked like. I've broken it down into 3 different parts. 1 rest. 2, recharge. And 3, balance. Really quickly, if you are finding this helpful so far, don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss the next video about recovering from burnout and living an overall fulfilling and happy life. So number 1, rest. And this means that I can sleep, take a nap, watch TV, sit down, play video games, literally recovering in any way. You get the idea. Just any time that I'm actively putting my mind and body to rest. But the most important part of all of this is giving myself permission to do these things. None of that where when I'm doing these things, I'm talking to myself like, you're being lazy for not working or you don't deserve to rest. None of that. Just freedom to rest. Second one, recharge. This means doing anything that's fun for me. Getting out of the house, doing any sort of activity, going out to watch a movie, riding my new e-bike that I just bought, going bowling, taking a spontaneous trip to the Asian market to try new foods. Anything where I'm actively doing something fun and exciting that will refill my happiness cup. I remind myself that I work hard and that I deserve to enjoy myself sometimes and to just disconnect. After all, I am not racing to the finish line. I'm looking for calm, light, and peace of mind right now. And 3, balance. This means making space for all of those things. It's not all work and it's not all play. It's a healthy mix of both. And not only that, but it's understanding that you need rest and recharging in order to show up fully in your work and to do your best. I like to think of it as an ecosystem. You can't successfully have fulfillment in your life without a mix of everything. Just like if flowers are getting watered every single day but get no sunlight, they're probably not gonna grow. Now, if you've gotten this far in the video, we have talked about how important it is to focus on many different things that will add fulfillment to your life right now. And this idea of that fulfillment being only something that comes with accomplishing your goals is just a belief that we've attached to what we see other people doing. They are happy and they're abundant and they're doing all these amazing things. And I will get there one day and be happy once I have those things too. But life isn't about the end result, the end goal. It's about learning to enjoy our day-to-day lives, the little things in life that make us happy or bring us joy, and integrating those things into what we do every single day. Now, if this video helped, leave a comment below and tell me one thing that you can do for yourself every single day to add a little bit of fulfillment back into your life. So now that you know the truth around learning how to live a fulfilling daily lifestyle, the real question is, are you actually going to use it? See you all in the next one.